You know, you guys, with the long-awaited return of the notorious Big Three in Golden State of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, it should come as a surprise to almost nobody why this team has been dominating for the majority of this season. But the one area of this team where I can see you might have been surprised about is the insane depth that Golden State has compared to any other NBA team. I mean, the motto in Golden State has seemed to be strength in numbers, and this season can honestly testify to that more than any other one that they've had. But out of their entire rotation, I am telling you right now, there is one man to keep your eye on if you somehow haven't been, and this is none other than the Golden State Warriors' rising star in Jonathan Kuminga. Because even though some of you have maybe already noticed how he has had a decent start to his rookie season, I am telling you that the stretch we are about to see from Kuminga over the next couple of months is something that you are going to want to keep your eye on, and why this is so and why it is going to happen is what we're going to be getting into in today's video. One sec, if you haven't yet, don't forget to like the video if you do enjoy, subscribe, and turn on those noties to never miss another NBA video. Love you guys. And for any of you regulars that haven't yet, I am highly encouraging you to do so, because according to my numbers, over 95% of you guys coming back to watch the content haven't even subscribed yet. So for anyone that does, thank you, I appreciate you. But either way, to get into Jonathan Kuminga this season, I will tell you right now, if all you're gonna do is look at his averages for the entire year, which are by no means eye-popping numbers of 8 points, 3 rebounds, and just under an assist per game on 51% shooting, Warriors fans, I'm sure you can testify that this, by no stretch of the imagination, tells the full story of what Kuminga has brought to Golden State. And for any of you that might still want numbers to prove what Kuminga is bringing to this team, let's just bring up his averages from the entire month of February thus far. Kuminga is putting up very impressive averages of 15 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 60% shooting from the field. And of course, if you didn't know, one of the biggest contributions as to why his numbers have increased so steadily is due to the fact of their star forward Draymond Green being out for an extended period of time, which in return has resulted in Kuminga's minutes almost doubling for the entire month of February compared to what he was seeing prior. And even though it seems like a foregone conclusion to many that Kuminga would have received the majority of Draymond Green's minutes when he initially got hurt, it really wasn't this simple. As some of you might even remember, towards the beginning of when Draymond Green got injured, Kuminga was receiving a very fluctuated amount of minutes from Steve Kerr in the rotation on a night in and night out basis. We even made an entire video talking about this when the entire situation was beginning to unfold. Yes, I know, it's a shameless plug to another video, I'm sorry, but either way, even though through his play and even his body structure, Kuminga might seem like a grown man out there on the court, I think a lot of people forget that this is a 19-year-old kid that we're currently talking about. Even though, yes, he still does have a lot of different areas in his game and his life in general to grow in, the amount of overall improvement that both Golden State and us as fans have seen out of Kuminga over the last couple of weeks is nothing short of staggering. What might be the craziest part of everything we've seen is that in reality, he's just getting started. But when we're actually talking about his improvement, aside from the numbers we've already went over, where can we look? Well, to start, if we're going to be going off of an eye test, I personally think what stands out more than anything else is his improvement to create opportunities on the offensive side of the ball. Whether it be on the ball with his combination of being an athletic specimen at just 19 years old and his ability to blow by some of his defenders, or even if you're talking off the ball, where he has really grown into the Warriors' scheme of constant movement, which has seen Kuminga get so much better in areas like creating space, cutting at the right time, and knocking down open shots when he is needed to. But then, if we're gonna stay on the topic of Kuminga's all-around offensive game, I really don't think I'm reaching when I say he might very well be one of the most efficient players out of his entire rookie class. As just for example right now, and I know these numbers do not tell the entire story, but up to this point in the season, per 100 possessions for Jonathan Kuminga compared to the 6 players drafted ahead of him, currently ranks first in both average points as well as the best true shooting percentage. And again, I'm going to tell all of you to take this graphic with with a little grain of salt, because obviously every rookie situation is different, whether you're looking at it in the sense of players playing different positions as well as the players they play alongside. No matter how you look at it, you need to take that aspect into consideration. But regardless, I really think it speaks to the fact of how impressive Kuminga has been as well as what is still to come from him. But along with this, I also want to take a look into Jonathan Kuminga's current per 36 stats, which are some very solid numbers of 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists per game, which just adds more to the fact that the Golden State Warriors, when fully healthy, will have a starting caliber 19-year-old with possibly the highest potential out of any player in the league coming off of their bench. I mean, seriously, if we want to talk again about depth with this Golden State Warriors team, I am not joking in the slightest when I say this might be the deepest rotation that we have seen in years. I mean, seriously, I tried to narrow this bench graphic down to 5 players, but the Warriors will legitimately have 8 competent players that they can throw out on the court whenever they like. But this is the point that I'm trying to get at, as we are now shifting the conversation into when Jonathan Kuminga will be coming off of the bench again. The opportunity that Jonathan Kuminga was given and is still currently in, he is taking advantage of to the best of his abilities. Because even though there are definitely positives to look at when a young player like Kuminga is thrown into a winning situation with some of the best players in the league alongside him, the idea of actual playing development for Jonathan Kuminga was something a lot of people questioned when he was drafted by Golden State 7th overall. Like, of course, he would be getting reps with some of the vets on this team through practice and whatnot, but sometimes players just need to be given that opportunity to prove themselves and break through that wall they hit in their early career. And when looking at this from the outside, I can say that I am very thankful that Kuminga was given this opportunity, because I think it's safe to say that Kuminga has exceeded everyone's expectations with being thrown into one of the more interesting situations he possibly could have. All I know is, for a 19-year-old kid to be having the kind of impact that he is on a championship caliber team, to tell you that the sky is the limit for this dude, and if it doesn't tell you that, I don't know what it is. So now, I mean, we all obviously know what I think Kuminga is capable of throughout the future of his career, but now, which is my favorite part of every single video, I want to hear what you guys have to think about it. So please let me know in the comments, what do you think Kuminga's ceiling will be on Golden State over the next few years? Because again, it is about as interesting of a situation as you could possibly get, so I want to hear your thoughts. Also though, you guys, if you haven't yet, don't forget to go down below and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, and of course, subscribe while you're down there. I truly cannot say it enough, you guys. We're coming out with brand new videos here and on my second channel every single week. Believe me when I say this, as playoffs are right around the corner, you do not want to miss out. But on that note, I also wanted to say thank you so much to each and every one of you for watching. I appreciate all of you more than anything. You all know this, and I will see you guys in the next video.